There's a certain kind of stillness right before your world falls apart. Not peaceful, not comforting, just eerily quiet, like the universe pauses for a heartbeat before it decides to wreck you. That's the silence I walked into when I stepped inside my apartment. No music playing, no laughter echoing, no sign of the woman I'd loved for 3 years or the best friend I trusted like blood. I wasn't even supposed to be home. My business trip had wrapped up earlier than expected, and I thought I'd do something thoughtful. Bring her favorite takeout, a bouquet of her favorite flowers. Instead, I was walking into a scene that would gut me. My steps were slow as I made my way down the hallway. Something in my chest tightened with every footstep, and then I heard it. Not voices, not a conversation, just a low, rhythmic moan. The kind of sound that's too familiar when you've shared a bed with someone for years. I pushed the bedroom door open, and there they were, my girlfriend, my best friend, both partially undressed, laughing, tangled up in sheets on our bed. She didn't jump up. She didn't look shocked. She stared right at me with a smirk and said coldly, "What are you going to do? Cry?" He chuckled, like I was the punchline to some private joke, like my heartbreak was entertainment. And in that moment, I didn't explode. I didn't curse or throw things. I didn't even ask why. Something inside me shut off. Not love, not sadness, but the part of me that believed people like them deserve forgiveness. I smiled, turned around, closed the door behind me. Chapter 2. The quiet before the collapse. The elevator ride down felt endless, but I didn't cry. I didn't even tremble. I just sat with her words playing in my head. What are you going to do? Cry. That one sentence echoed louder than any scream. I reached my car and dropped into the driver's seat in silence. The flowers I brought sat beside me on the passenger side, untouched. I grabbed them, opened the glove box, and shoved them in, thorns and all, not in anger, but with intent. A statement, a line drawn. Because from this moment forward, I wasn't the man she thought she could break. I was the man she'd never see coming. The plan begins. I disappeared for 3 days. No texts, no calls, no confrontations. Just a silence. And that silence, it rattled them. I could tell from my phone lighting up with missed calls. 7 from her on the first day, 12 from him the next. By the third, they'd stopped keeping count. But I hadn't just gone silent. I'd gone strategic. You see, I knew things they didn't. She leaned on me financially. Every credit card in her wallet, under my name. The car she drove, leased through my account. Even her share of the rent, I covered it. As for him, he'd just launched a side business, partially funded by me. A silent partner deal I had legally drafted and notarized. Every part of their arrogance left footprints. Digital trails they never bothered to cover. While they wondered what I was plotting, I was already setting the trap. A dose of their own medicine. First move, I froze her shared bank account. Second, I revoked her access to the lease, changed the locks on the apartment, and had the landlord notified. Then I sent a private message to our mutual friends, attaching screenshots. No anger, no explanation, just facts. And that was just the beginning. Because revenge isn't just about punishment. It's about clarity, making sure they know they played the wrong person for a fool. Chapter 3. The setup for the fall. You'd think being caught mid-betrayal would make them lay low. But not these two. 2 days later, she posted a heavily filtered selfie with the caption, "Sometimes betrayal sets you free. New beginnings." He followed with a cryptic story. The real ones stay. The fake ones expose themselves. It would have been funny if it wasn't so delusional. Their confidence was cute. The smugness? Infuriating. But every public flex was fuel for the fire I was quietly stoking. While they posed for social media clout, I was getting legal documents ready. I filed the necessary paperwork to remove my name from anything connected to her. Her financial safety net, gone. Then, I sent a formal termination notice to his business attorney, invoking a clause he forgot existed. Misappropriation of funds, backed by proof, and I was still holding one final card. The kind of move you only play once. The kind that ends careers and friendships and illusions all at once. Public exposure, delivered with surgical precision. To be continued. I wasn't aiming to go viral or engage in petty back and forths. I wasn't here for drama. I wanted the truth to stand on its own, unshakable, undeniable. And truth, when handled with care, doesn't explode. It lingers, and it scars deeper than any tantrum ever could. So I made a Google Drive folder, plain and unassuming, but inside it held everything. Screenshots, her text to me, his messages to her, lined up side by side like a forensic report. Photos of their secret outings, perfectly time-stamped to the same nights she told me she was visiting her mom. Bank statements showing she used my money to buy him a brand new gaming setup. I named the folder Loyalty, a side-by-side autopsy. Then I dropped the link just once, in a group chat shared by 23 mutuals. Friends, colleagues, a few relatives. No captions, no accusations, just raw evidence. Let the pieces fall where they may. And fall they did. Within the hour, the messages began pouring in. Her cousin texted, "Are you okay?" "I'm in shock. I didn't see this coming." His brother messaged me, "I thought he was like family to you. This is disgusting." Even her boss reached out with voicemail. "We need to have a conversation regarding some professional concerns." And her? She posted one final cryptic line before vanishing from social media. People destroy what they can't control. But no, sweetheart, you weren't destroyed. You self-destructed. I just handed everyone a mirror. By the weekend, her world was crumbling as quickly as that apartment she once filled with throw pillows and vision boards. Surface-level perfection, but hollow beneath. Now, everything was cracking. She tried reaching out. Texts, calls from blocked numbers, even a lengthy email titled, "Please, we need to talk. You don't understand." Oh, but I understood perfectly. Now that her job was under scrutiny for professional misconduct, now that her family was starting to connect the dots, now that rent was due and the keys I'd replaced no longer worked, suddenly she wanted to talk. But she wasn't the only one facing the consequences. I'd sent my former best friend a letter, too, a formal legal notice. It outlined how his actions violated our business agreement, and thanks to a clause he never read, he now bore full financial responsibility for every dollar misused. I heard through the grapevine that he packed a bag and left town that very afternoon. Fitting. The final scene. Monday came, and I was sitting in my favorite coffee shop, finishing some remote work over a hot cappuccino. Then I saw her across the street. No makeup, puffy eyes, hair tied back. The vibrant, confident version of her was gone. What stood there now looked like a shell, like someone waking up too late from a bad dream. She didn't wave, didn't move, just stared at me through the window. I didn't blink. I raised my coffee cup in a quiet toast and gave her the smallest smile. Message received. Later that night, I sent her one final message. Just a single sentence. What am I going to do? Cry? No reply. Just a read receipt. Chapter 5, the lesson. People always ask, was it worth it? Did revenge bring peace? I used to think it wouldn't. That justice never fills the hollow left by betrayal. But now, I see things differently. Because losing her didn't just mean losing a girlfriend. It meant shedding the illusion that love, on its own, is enough to keep someone loyal. What I gained instead was clarity, dignity, and a backbone forged in betrayal. She taught me something valuable, that people who don't fear consequences will never honor your boundaries. So I gave her what she never anticipated, accountability. And time moved on. Eventually, she scrubbed her social profiles, left the city, tried to start fresh with someone new. But people don't forget, and truth doesn't fade, especially when it's this well documented. As for me, I didn't just recover. I thrived. I used my pain as a blueprint, something solid for anyone who's ever been mocked for being too kind, too forgiving, too trusting. The final word. If you're sitting there wondering what to do after someone rips your heart to shreds and smirks while doing it, here's what I'll tell you. Don't scream. Don't beg. Don't break. Rebuild. One layer at a time. One breath at a time. Let them underestimate you, then make them regret it. Was my revenge justified? You tell me. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Like the story. Share it with someone who needs this kind of resolve. Subscribe to Lauren's Story for more raw, bold accounts of betrayal and retribution. Because around here, every secret gets exposed. Every traitor meets their reflection. Stay focused. Stay strong. And never forget, you were always enough.